different type of numbers. One of the things that has become very helpful when you are generating numbers in Grasshopper is series. The series of number is basically a number sequence, but it's not random as we use in the other assignments, or it's not that we can have a control over the steps that we have and the number of number of numbers that we create in that sequence. So in order to bring that, we have again two options. I'm going to type it down here. So I'm going to double click and I'm going to type series, and I'm bringing the series into the canvas area. You see that the first thing is a starting point. The input is a start. A start means that what is going to be the first number that is generated in that series. The second one is the number of step size. So if it is like 1, means that it's going to be incremental 1 that goes up. And then the last one is the count, which is the numbers that we want to generate in this sequence. So for this specific case study that we want to create that tower, we are going to use the first number will be 6 that we're going to generate. So we're going to be putting the slide number 6 connected to the starting point. Then we are going to go and create the second number, which is again 6. So it's going to be the spacing between them. And then the last one is going to be the number of 20. So basically what I'm trying to do is that I'm going to create a series. Let me put the panel here so you can see what numbers are generated right now. The first number is 6 and it's incrementally going up. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Now, what I'm trying to do right now is that I'm trying to create a tower that the spacing between each floor is 6 units. That's what I'm trying to do. That's the numbers that is generated right now. Now, let's create the base of our tower, right? So the base of a tower is going to be a very simple box. So we are going to create a box. Let's go for box. And it's a basic geometry of the box. And I'm going to right click on it. And I'm going to say that I'm going to set one box. It brings me to the Grasshopper, to Rhino. And I will click on 0, 0, 0. That's going to be my base point. And the size for that is going to be 45 by 45. 45 by 45. That's going to be the size of the base. And the height for the base is 5 units. So I'm going to use 5 to bring it up. And then it's going to be 5. So now, if you look at it from the perspective here, you see that I create this base box here. Now that I have my base box, then what I want to do is that I basically want to move everything up, right? I want to create like a sequence, using that sequence in order to move them up. Now, we need a move component. So we bring the move component. We connect the geometry, which is this geometry. And then we are connecting, not directly the outcome of series, but the z value, which is going to be the vector data, right? The vector data for the series. And we are going to connect that to here. Now, if you remember, when we have multiple objects, multiple units, and connected to like one input from the other stream of data, what Grasshopper does is just going to make that happen for like all the units that we have here. So we have 20 z vector data, and when we connect it here, you see that now there is a tower, right, with the 20 floors, right? Easy peasy, first step. Now, what else we need? From the tower that we had for the case study, it was a twisting tower, right? So when it goes up, it's kind of twisted. So what we need for twisting is basically a rotate. So what I'm going to do is that obviously I'm going to bring rotate components. So you can type rotate. There are multiple rotate. For now, we're just going to use the regular one. That's this one. So it's going to be rotate. Now, the rotate has 3 inputs. One of them is geometry. Yay, that's easy. The second one is the angle, right? And if you move your like a mouse over the input, you see that the input on the angle is half a pi, right? That's how basically the Grasshopper understand angles. So you cannot put the degree when you are putting the angle into like the rotate object. So what we're going to do is that first we're going to create a series, right? On the series, we know that in the series we are going to have rotation from the starting points. So I'm going to put 20 for the base. So 20 is going to be my starting point. And then I'm going to add 10. So every like increment is going to be 10 degrees. You can adjust it based on what you like, but 10 is going to be for our case study now. And then we have how many floors? We have 20 floors. So I'm going to copy and paste that 20 here as well. So the series that I generate this time, if I look at it from the panel, you see that I have a starting point of 20. It goes 30, 40, 50, and all the way down. Now, based on our understanding, we know that when we are putting that degree into the rotation, that has to be radian. It can't be like a degree. So we use the radian component, radian, and the input will be degree. So we put the input degree, and then the outcome is radian. It's going directly to the angle, right? So we have the input of the series, the angle goes to the radian, and then that goes into the rotation. Now, I'm going to connect the geometry here, and you see what's going to happen. So if I go here, you see that it does the rotation, but this rotation is not in the right place. It's not on the center of like the objects. Now, what am I missing in the input? Is this base plane. So this base plane is tell where is going to be the center of that rotation. So it will be very hard if you want to just go pick every like a piece. This is what we're going to do. We're going to use what is called volume, right? Which give us the volume of any object, 3D object that we have, but we are going to use the center point of it, the centroid of that object. So I'm going to get the geometry, put it here, and then connect that volume into the plane. No, sorry, not the volume, it's the center point. Here we go. And then if I go back, you see that I have the rotation here. Now, the problem is that we kind of have the move visible and also the tower visible at the same time. So we have to kind of turn those off to see what the towers look like actually. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to select everything that I have, and I'm going to right click in the middle, not in any of them, just in the middle, meaning that all the selected will be, that this task will be performed on all the selected component, and turn the purview off. Now if I go back here, this is what I have for the twisted tower.